Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a further edition of my uh, wrap up for the month of June. And I know I'm well into July at this point. July 4th happened, and I wasn't able to gather up all of my data, so to speak, for this month's for last month's listening. So I apologize. And I have another video that I've had filmed now for about a week that I've been wanting to get out, but in keeping with the flow of this monthly series, I wanted to put this video out next. So here we are. Uh, was it July 6th that I'm filming this? So again, I apologize for that, but here we are. So this is when, for those of y'all that don't know, this is when I kind of break down what I've been listening to the last month. I show you the top artists and albums in my collection that I've been listening to, and I also show you some first time spins that I've spun, and I might say a word or two about those. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and say the month of June was a little bit light on music listening. I was gone for a week on vacation in Tennessee, and actually I was gone a little bit longer than that. So I didn't really listen to music in the same light that I normally would throughout that week. So about 9 or 10 days I was away from music. Not, you know what I mean. I was away from my music. So with that being said, I only listened to 63 total albums this month. Now, again, I work from home, so I get to listen to music while I'm working. I've got it on in the background. So a lot of those albums are me working here with music playing on my little CD player back here. So 63 albums. The top three artists that I listen to, I'll go ahead and say. You got Camp. They're an indie folk group. I really, really, really love this album. It's becoming a contender for my favorite of the year. So check it out. It's Camp. Lavender Days. The second most listened to artist, the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys just came out with their All Summer Long 3-disc compilation, and that kind of got me onto a Beach Boys kick as we were rolling through the summer days, as it were. So Beach Boys. Number two, and my most listened to artist this past month was McCartney. Yes, I'm still on my solo McCartney kick, and been plugging away at his solo discography, finding it for the cheap, and adding it to my McCartney collection. So those are my top three artists for the month of June that I've listened to. And top three albums, actually, it's kind of a tie. At the bottom are the Beach Boys. I've listened to these albums quite a bit, all summer long, and today I really liked them. Of course, on today you have the Bobby Freeman cover, Do You Want to Dance? You have When I Grew Up to Be a Man. You have the album version of Help Me Rhonda, which is actually a little bit better, I think. You have Dance, 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 Please Let Me Wonder, She Knows Me Too Well, and you have this on mono and stereo. And then you have All Summer Long with the songs I Get Around, All Summer Long. They do a cover of Hushabye, Little Honda, Wendy, just some good stuff. And again, same format, stereo and mono. So I like those a lot, some of those pre-Pet Sounds albums. And this album as well, I meant to bring this one down, was tied. Every Shade of Blue by The Head and the Heart was tied with those Beach Boys albums. I've talked about this a little bit. Really loving this album too. Head and the Heart are an indie group from Seattle, and this is a pretty mainstream sounding album, which is probably its one downfall. And it's quite long. I think it's 16 or 17 tracks. So Every Shade of Blue. Then we have George Ezra, Gold Rush Kid. This is my number 2 most listened to album. Love, love, love this album. That one And then my number one was Lavender Days by Camp. These two are in the running for top album of the year for me. And completely different sounds. Again, George Ezra has kind of a Rick Astley voice, I would say, with some Paul Simon musical influence, maybe some Vampire Weekend. And then this was the pre-order, so it's autographed. So kind of cool. Young boy from the UK. And then Camp, again, just a fantastic record. I love it to death. It's so, so good. Lavender Days. All right, so again, all of those albums, with the exception of Every Shade of Blue, I, obviously never heard the new ones, but I'd never listened to All Summer Long, and Today in their entirety. So again, listen to those. And so now I'm going to jump into the albums that I gave first time listens to. And now these are albums, I'm not counting new albums, because obviously my first time listening to Lavender Days was this month when it was released. So these are albums that have been out for a year or more. So with that being said, I've already shown this one, Memory Almost Full by Paul McCartney. Really great songs on here. I knew several of the songs on here. I knew Dance Tonight, Ever Present Past, Only Mama Knows. And yeah, really good stuff. I'm excited to actually spin the DVD as well. And really solid later album by Paul McCartney. So check it out. I got this cheap too. It was used for like less than $10 for the DVD and CD. So let me just run through some McCartney here. I also listened to Flowers in the Dirt for the first time. I need to give this one another spin. I only listened to it once, but this is the album that he did in correlation with Elvis Costello. So really good stuff. Again, I need to listen to it again. But yeah, Flowers in the Dirt. Now this album I really like. This is the McCartney Live at Amoeba. This is the full album that came out in 2019. It was recorded in 2017 at Amoeba Records in LA. And just really, really good stuff. There's the hype for anyone interested. But really, really great stuff. I mean, he does, the Beatles hits, Drive My Car, Long and Winding Road, I'll Follow the Sun, Blackbird, USSR, Get Back, Let It Be, Hey Jude. But then you've also got songs, a lot of songs, because it's in correlation with Memory Almost Full. He does Only Mama Knows, Dance Tonight, House of Wax, That Was Me as well. So really good stuff. Paul's in good voice on this one. It's a shame that because Ringo was in the crowd during this, it's a shame that Ringo couldn't get on stage, because McCartney does a version of Matchbox. So it was kind of a missed opportunity there. But yeah, Amoeba gig, really, really liked it. I got New by Paul McCartney. This is the standard edition. Really good stuff. Again, I knew a couple of the songs on here. I knew Save Us, I knew Alligator, I knew Queenie Eye, I knew New. So this was really good to listen to all the way through. It's really, again, solid, fun album from Paul McCartney, and I was happy that he did the song New when I saw him back in May of this year. So very good stuff. Next, I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about Driving Rain. It is long, and a lot of songs that might sound kind of similar. And again, this is a wonderful Amazon piece there. Nice and broken. Amazon's just so bad at packaging. They really are. And then here's a Beatles related album, Brainwashed by George Harrison. Again, the lovely people at Amazon thought they would throw in a crack for absolutely free. So I really appreciate that, Amazon. That's true customer service right there. But I think I talked in my recent finds video is that I also purchased Cloud9 on Amazon, but they sent me the case of Cloud9, but the album inside was somewhere in England. So anyway, there's Brainwashed. The last album by George Harrison was released after his death. produced by Jeff Lynne and Danny Harrison. Again, it was kind of a compilation, so to speak, because a lot of these songs dated back to the 80s. I love the song Any Road, Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. Marwa Blues is beautiful, nice instrumental, and it's got that Jeff Lynne sound on it. Alrighty, let's move now into some other non-Beatles related records, CDs. I got the Stage Fright by the Band. This is the 2020 remix, and it's a different track listing as well as also with a concert at the Royal Albert Hall. Great songs on the album itself. You got W.S. Walcott, Medicine Show, Shape I'm In, Stage Fright, The Rumor, Strawberry Wine, and some really great demos and hotel room recordings. So really, really cool. Check it out, especially the remix. Next, this was a vacation pickup. This is the Avett Brothers Live Volume 3. I never listened to it all the way through. Not my favorite era of live Avett Brothers, simply because they when they were starting out and early on, they did a lot of like screaming in their singing, because they had some experience playing in heavy metal bands, and so they kind of do some like heavy screaming on some of these songs, which I don't like, but also just, beautiful ballads like Murder in the City, I Am Loving You, When I Drink, Salvation Song. So I would say if you're a rock fan, somebody like Aaron Mutha Alamayer, Chris Protfi, or those of you that like the harder stuff, maybe even like Scott over at Prog Hat. Scott over at the Prog Corner, Edward at Prog Hat. Y'all would probably like this to get your feet wet into the Avett Brothers, because it's got some rocking sound to it. But it's produced by Rick Rubin, and came out right after the I Am Loving You album. And this is live in North Carolina, their home state, so the energy is high. I found this in Tennessee as well, German Afternoons by John Prine. Really happy to have this. Didn't really know much about this album until I got it, other than Speed of the Sound of Loneliness. I kind of knew about Let's Talk Dirty in Hawaiian. And then he does a more bluegrass version of Paradise. He's got some bluegrass players on here like Sam Bush. And I want to say Stuart Duncan, Dee Murray on bass, who is from Elton John's band. You have Marty Stewart singing background vocals. Who else do you have on here? Ray Husky Jr. So top notch players. Really fun album. Love the first song is Lulu Walls, which is an old Carter Family song. So check it out, from Oh Boy Records, German Afternoons. And this is getting a reissue on vinyl, so excited for that. This is some VCLT that I got from George Allen several months ago. This is Bag's Groove by Miles Davis. Finally listened to it. Absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Listened to it with my morning coffee while I was working. Just really great stuff. You have Sonny Rollins on tenor sax, Milt Jackson on the vibraphone, Horace Silver and Thelonious Monk on piano, Percy Heath and Kenny Clark. Percy Heath on bass, Kenny Clark on drums. And this is from 1954. So thanks again, George. This is the album Stills by Stephen Stills. Was happy to spin this. This was also some VCLT that I received. And again, great stuff. He's got the classic, he's got David Crosby and Graham Nash on this, as well as a lot of other guest singers. Bill Haverson is on this. Just good stuff. I need to listen to it again, but it's classic Stephen Stills, like Prom, 1975. And then the last of the CDs is Leave Home by the Ramones. This is cool. It has a live album. I mean, yeah, a live side from 1976, recorded at the Roxy in Hollywood. You've got stuff on here like California Sun, Glad to See You Go, Gimme Gimme Shock Treatment, Susie is a Headbanger, You're Gonna Kill That Girl. And then, on the live stuff, you've got their hits up to that point. Beat on the Brat, Blitzkrieg Bop, I Want to Be Your Boyfriend, Let's Dance. So, really great stuff. Whoops. The Ramones, Leave Home. Now, a couple of records, and I'm going to leave y'all. This was, again, VCLT from Jeff Witcher, just now getting around and listening to it. INXS, Listen Like Thieves. Really good stuff. Big hit on here is What You Need. This was kind of a whim. I was actually testing out a new cartridge when I put this on, and I was just going to listen to a song, and ended up listening to the whole album because I liked it so much. So thank you, Jeff. Really good 80s pop rock, synth rock. This was a Record Store Day release. This is Judy in Disguise with Glasses by John Fred and his Playboy Band. This was the full album. You've got Judy in Disguise on here, but other songs on here that I had no idea existed, like titles like Agnes English, Out of Left Field, She Shot a Hole in My Soul, Lonely Are the Lonely, just 60s pop, bubblegum pop. It's really good. So there you go. And then I finally listened to this. This was a gift from Glenn Kellaway from the Basement. This is the Earl Scruggs Review Anniversary Special. Absolutely love this. You listen to the guests on this album. Just listen to this. You got Joan Baez, Bonnie Bramlett, David Briggs, Kenneth Buttrey, Johnny Cash, Leonard Cohen, Ron Cornelius, Charlie Daniels, Ramblin' Jack Elliott, Dan Fogelberg, Larry Goffin, Willie Hall, Billy Joel, Bob Johnston, Jim Keltner, Doug Kershaw, Alvin Lee, Kenny Loggins, Roger McGuinn, Jim Messina, and Mirabi. So you've also got, you've got everybody from like Loudon Wainwright is on here, Rusty Young is on here, Randy Scruggs, just Gary Scruggs. So just an all-around top of the line group of musicians. Here's some more. Sorry. Michael Murphy, Tracy Nelson, New Riders of the Purple Sage, Don Nix, Leon Pendarvis, the Pointer Sisters, Buffy St. Marie, Tim Whipperman, and Reggie and Rusty Young. So you've got songs on here like the Swimming Song, Banjo Man, Rolling in My Dreams, A Song to Woody, which is the Bob Dylan song, Hey Porter. Just really good. So thank you so much, Glenn. This is really a treat. And then another Jeff Witcher gift. This is Toulouse Street by the Doobie Brothers. And it sounds really good. This is an original, I believe. This has big hits on here. Listen to the Music, Jesus Is Just All Right. And then Rocking Down the Highway is a big one. So classic, like peak Doobie Brothers. So thank you, Jeff. And thanks to everybody, because a lot of this was VCLT. So sorry this is long. That's kind of how it goes, but you don't have to watch it if you're still watching. God bless. But anyway, let me know what you think of these albums. Let me know if you have any questions about them. I'll be happy to answer. Hope to turn you on to a few of them maybe. And I'll look forward to finally getting this video behind me. Not that I don't enjoy it, but so I can go ahead with some other videos that I have planned. But anyway, in the meantime, y'all be good. Take care. Talk to y'all real soon.